How's it going? It's Shane Thomas, ready to show you another country classic on acoustic guitar. This time, this video, we have a classic, 1984's Seven Spanish Angels by Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. This song was written by Troy Seals and Eddie Sester. It was off the Ray Charles album Friendship, and Willie, being a true friend to Ray, displaying that friendship, joined him on this song, and it was a #1 hit and was on the charts for a long time. And I can't wait to show you how to play it on the acoustic guitar. So, Shane T's got a sweet tea ready. Oh man. You grab the beverage of your choice. If you're not thirsty, at least grab your acoustic guitar and let's learn how to play Seven Spanish Angels by Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. All right, let's learn the chords and strumming pattern to Seven Spanish Angels. Bar chord alert. That's right, this song uses bar chords. At least the way I play it, and I think the way they play it on the original record. It's in the key of F, and so we're gonna learn how to play some bar chords. Now, I know bar chords are hard. They used to be hard for me, but I kept practicing, got my fingers and my hand used to covering all them strings and putting it in the proper position. So I have no doubt you're going to eventually get there. But when you do, bar chords are wonderful. The beauty of bar chords is you can just learn a couple shapes of your hand there, your fingers, but you can play all kinds of chords and you can change keys, which is important in this song because we're going to have a key change. So I think this song is an excellent example to show how to play bar chords and show their usefulness and how you can use them to be very versatile as a guitar player. All right. Now this song has about 10 chords and you see them on your screen right now. Now, one thing to keep in mind, about 3 of those 10 chords are just variations of chords that you're already playing. 7 chords, so like the C7, the F7, the C sharp 7. So they're just little variations. And you don't have to, look, this is meant to be fun. Right? You don't have to play the 7 chords if you don't want to. If you want to sound pretty close to the record, yeah, it's probably advisable to do so. But if you don't want to play those 7 chords, just play those major chords like the F and the C, and then later on the C sharp. So it's 10 chords. Some of them have variations, and you'll get it. And once we start playing along with the song, you'll see what I mean. It's an easier song than you think. So the chords are F, since we're in the key of F. Now you have a D minor, but that's only in the intro. It's about the only time you'll ever use that little intro lick if you're playing backup for the intro lick. B flat, C major. Then you're gonna eventually use a C7, which is just essentially adding the pinky on your 3rd string there when you're playing the C chord. Then you're going to play the F7 chord, the C sharp 7 chord, the F sharp 7 chord, the F sharp chord, and the B major chord. Now it sounds like a lot. You just take it slow, and you're going to find as we're playing this song, all we're going to do is really just move up the neck with these chord positions when we change keys. I know it's not the easiest song in the world, but it's a fairly simple song. And with diligence and practice, you'll get it. And once you do get it, once you learn how to play this F chord right there, that bar chord, you can play the F sharp bar chord. And all I did was move it up 1 fret. From the 1st fret to the 2nd fret. Same position, same hand position. My fingers don't move strings or anything. They just slide up 1 fret. And that's how we're going to do when we play this key change later on. So it's fairly simple. When we play the B flat chord, bar chord, which is, again, it's a tough chord if you're just learning how to play the guitar, I could slide it up 1 fret to the 2nd fret, and now I'm playing the B major chord. So B flat, B major chord, F major chord, F sharp major chord. So that's why I want to make this video and a tutorial for this song to illustrate the power of bar chords, or power chords as some people call them. You just can, as long as you get a few shapes, chord shapes, you can go all the way up and down the neck just playing those same shapes, but you're playing all kinds of different chords. So people have love-hate relationships with bar chords, but this song does a good job of illustrating the power of bar chords. Now, let's learn the strumming pattern. All right, now the strumming pattern is very slow. I mean, again, the way I see guitar playing, you don't have to be a robot and sound just like the original recording. It's great if you're just learning how to do that and you want to mimic the original recordings. But there's something to be said for creativity and playing your own version, playing your own style, your own cover. So it's not gospel what these strumming patterns are or these picking patterns are. Go by feel. You can do like the intro. It's just the intro. It's just a, you know, it's not even strumming, right? But what you could do is either pick, she looked down into his brown eyes. Just pick down and up on those chords as you're playing those chords. Or you can strum real slow. She looked down into his brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. You know, so it's just whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you think. Now, when the chorus comes along, that is when they're strumming. There were 7 Spanish angels, down and up. They had a real slow pace. So if you're going to play along with the song, I recommend just plucking like the verses, just playing your chords down and then back up the strings. And then the chorus, just strum. There were 7 Spanish angels, down and up. They were praying for the lovers, down and up. All right, so those are your chords. A lot of chords, but some variations, and only a few chord shapes to play these chords that you need for this song. And that is a couple of strumming patterns, picking patterns that I can use for this song. Now let's put it all together and let's learn how to play 7 Spanish Angels. All right, now let's play along with the song. Now that we know the chords and strumming pattern, we're going to put it all together. Now, as we play along with the song, check out the lyrics and the chord changes above me here on the screen. That way you know when to change the chords. We're going to start right here with the intro. It's in the key of F. Make that bar chord with that F major chord. Now the intro is that intro lick. I'm going to make a separate video for that particular intro lick. I love it. I love playing it. Sounds great, especially on a nylon string Spanish guitar, classical guitar. But I think this video is going to be way too long if I explain how to play that intro lick plus show how to play the whole entire song. So I'm going to make a separate video for that. So be on the lookout for that very, very soon. All right, but the chords to the intro as they're doing is this: F, dun 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 dun, D minor, dun dun dun, B flat, C, then back to F, and then we start singing. Now, it's up to you if you play those chords to the intro. You can, once you learn how to play the intro lick, you can just play that. You don't have to worry about the chords. And like I said when I was showing you these chords, that D minor is really only used right here in the intro section. So it's the only time you ever have to play it if you play the chords along with that intro lick. All right, so that's the intro chords. Let's learn verse 1. So we're going to start right here with the F major chord. And that's when that wonderful voice, unforgettable voice, really one of the best voices in American music, or any kind of music, Ray Charles starts singing. So F major right here. He looked down into her brown eyes, and you can pluck or whatever you want to do. Said, say a prayer for me, C major. Now, as you go into the she through on the word through, right before the word through, put your pinky, make that C7. Put that pinky on that 3rd fret, 3rd string. That makes a C7. She threw her arms around him, whispered, God will keep us free. Back to F. They can hear the riders coming, still on F. He said, now you can play the F7 right there. This is my last fight, down to B flat. If they take me back to Texas, F. They won't take, back to C7, on the word take. They won't take me back alive, back to F. All right, so now that we went through those chords, again, I just want to remind you, it's totally up to you. You could just play one. He looked down into her brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. See, I'll just kind of strum and I'm singing. Every now and then, I'll just strum a chord. God will keep us free. You could do it like that, or you could pluck the whole time. He looked down into her brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. This is whatever you want to do. Personally, when I play it, actually, I just, when I'm playing the verses, just strum it one time. He looked down into her brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. So it's totally up to you, whatever your preference. I think the record's more just kind of just playing one chord and Ray's singing. You don't need many more instruments other than Ray Charles' voice for a song to be a hit. All right, so that's your first verse. So it has quite a few chords in it. You got the F, you got the C, then you add the pinky, C7. Then you go back to F, and then you throw in a B, well then you got a B, F7, and then you got a B flat. So there's a lot of chords in there, but it's not too bad. Take your time. And the good thing about this song is so slow that you don't have to try to feel like you got to catch up making those chord changes. So that's verse 1. Let's go into that wonderful chorus. All right, we just left off at the end of the first verse. Well, they won't take me back alive. That part. Now we're going to stay right here on the F major chord, and we're going to start singing the chorus. There were 7 Spanish angels. Now the chorus, I do like this down and up. Your strumming pattern. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun, to C7. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun, back to F. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder, then add that little pinky there for that F7. From the throne, B flat. And 7 Spanish angels, F, took another angel home, C7 back to F. So took another angel home. So you can play down and up or pick whatever you want to do. It's your preference. But that's the chorus, and we're going to play that chorus one more time, eventually using those chords. Eventually, though, we are going to change keys, but we'll get to that. Let's go into verse number 2. So verse number 2, Willie comes in. Willie says, hey, Ray, take your break. I got this. Let me sing one. So Willie's going to sing the second verse. Same chords, though. So F major. She reached down and picked the gun up. Now you can pluck again or strum or whatever you want to do. There lay smoking in his hand, C. She said, Father, on the word Father, put your pinky on there, make a C7. Please forgive me. I can't make it without my man, F. And she knew the gun was empty. And then F7, she knew she couldn't win, to B flat. Her final prayer was answered when the rifles, C7, fired again. And we're going to go into the chorus again. So the second chorus. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun, C7. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun, back to F. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, then you put this pinky on for the F7 if you want, if not, keep it right there on the F. From the throne, B flat. 7 Spanish angels, F, took another C7 angel home. Good job. Now at the end of the second chorus, which follows the second verse, we're going to have a key change. And so let's learn how to do that key change, and then we'll have the whole entire song. All right, now that we know the first couple verses, we're done with the verses, and we know how to play the chorus, all we're going to do is keep repeating the chorus, but we're just going to slide everything up 1 fret. So we've been playing the F here on this first fret. We're just going to slide it up to the 2nd fret. And again, check the chord diagrams in this video and in the links below. Show you how to play some of these chords. But this is where we do it. They're going to raise the key up a half a step, and we're going to play pretty much the same chord shapes, but they're just going to be different chords to our ear. So this is an F sharp instead of F. And we're going to play the chorus again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. So instead of C7, this is a C sharp 7. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun, F sharp. Stay on F sharp. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was F sharp 7. Same chord shape, you just moved up 1 fret. There was thunder from the throne, B major chord. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun, C sharp 7. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun, F sharp again. Ray says, well, 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 when the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, you just fade out. There were 7 Spanish angels, took another angel home. And that's how you play 7 Spanish Angels by Ray Charles and Willie Nelson. If you like either of those musical icons, those legends, Ray Charles or Willie Nelson, hit that like button. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want all the latest country music guitar tutorials, acoustic guitar lessons. Because if we learn how to play these songs, we're going to keep these songs alive. We're going to keep these songwriters' legacy alive, and we're going to keep these wonderful artists alive. All right, until next time, I'm Shane Thomas. Y'all keep humming and strumming and humming. Take care. There were 7 Spanish angels at the